Football very good tonight. Good evening, mums and dads. Good evening, kids. I hope since we last met you've grown as human beings or increased your tribe or won money on a horse race or paid off the mortgage or bought a new settee. Or maybe you've gelled your hair. Or maybe you've attacked a referee. Or maybe you innocently bit the top off a McDonald's fruit pie and thought the lid had come off hell. On this show, way before Christmas, we did advise caution with Mac fruit pies because they are famous for being devilishly hot. And this week, the tabloids have been full of such stuff. Why, one man claimed he's been scarred for life by a pie. Well, you know, you can eat a Mac fruit pie, of course, but they're far better for fending off attackers in the street. They're built for attaching pipes to and heating bungalows. That's not crust. It's lagging. You know, armed with Mac fruit pies, Hitler's troops could have been in Moscow by 1943. The idea is to let them cool down, my friends, like condoms. They're good until the year 2060. I love that. Good till the year 2060. So pay attention is what I'm saying to what we're going to tell you here tonight. But not too much attention, because last week, on introducing David Attenborough, I said it would take some kind of genius to get me interested in cows. Cows, I opined, lack sustained dramatic interest. I said that a couple of weeks back, I believe. But yesterday, vis-a-vis your cow, reports filtered through saying this. And if you saw it in the papers, it said, in Valles, Colombia, a cow was shot dead by another cow who stepped on the trigger of a gun on the floor. Run for your lives, the cows are coming. We can expect a glut of... As a pop nation, there is a school of thought that says we're jaded. Rock and roll has been around the block and may be disappearing up its own Mac fruit pie. To be a bona fide, across-the-board mania manufacturer these days is tougher than it's ever been. Scholars agree, apparently, today there are only 3 serious contenders in the whole pop world. I've got to be tactful here. One group begins with a B, one group begins with an O, and the other, perhaps the Field Marshals, begins with an S. Put them together and you've got Boss. You see where I'm heading here? No? Then let me put it another way. Hang on to your hat, Grandad, because here with that Colt 45 of an instant classic, Animal Nitrate, is the swooping, the soaring, the superb Suede! did, of course, an animal nitrate, which is the theme from Oliver Stone's movie Udders, a film that explodes the single cow theory. Did it jump over the moon or was it pushed? There's your Oliver Stone. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but why break the habit now? Let's hike out the next guest, and looking around the audience here, I can see that many of them would at one time never have believed they could ever have got this close to him. While not dwelling in the past, it's fair to say that in the 80s, this man was as hot as what Essential Spaces. Nichelle Nichols will be out here. That's your own Lieutenant Uhura, of course. She'll be coming aboard to let down her defence shields, but part one of our tribute comprises of her immediate superior, Captain Kirk himself. You see, William Shatner was in the country this week, and so we had a bit of a dilemma. Do we go and see him and simply talk about Star Trek, or do we do what we generally do when we have huge Hollywood stars in the country, i.e. give them one of our famous but dumb, do you think you're clever, trivia quizzes? Well, we decided for once with Bill, because it was 200 years of Star Trek, we were going to play it straight. That is until William Shatner let it slip that his obsession is British television. Well, you can't let that pass, and things began to slide. But we did try, so it's 200 years of Star Trek, and here's a little thing called Look Everyone, it's William Shatner! How you doing?
Not well.
No? Well, me and you both, and I didn't want to say that.
It's late.
Yeah.
Tonight, and jet lag is a strange thing.
When were you in then, yesterday?
The day before.
Of course, you realise the supreme irony in you having jet lag, of course, and I suppose everyone...
Well, I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
You have planet lag.
If it came to it, of all the faces and phases of Star Trek, out of all the crews, who'd win in a fight, do you think?
I think Chekhov would
Really?
beat the
Really?
piss out of all of us.
You too?
Oh, absolutely.
Of course, the obsession worldwide with Star Trek, the Trek is the whole bit.
Yes.
What is your obsession? What do you think you're pretty hot on?
I play English television all the time.
What do you know about British TV?
A great deal. A great deal. I have masses of film in my bedroom, and I put in this film in every night. I play English television all the time.
Let me just see if you're not just winding up a tired old British TV crew here. Let's just see if you're not just... Take a look at this. Who was that?
That's Pinky Bird.
It is? What was James Bolam's character in The Likely Lads?
Terry Collier.
What was the name of the BBC's disastrous Spanish...
El Dorado.
El Dorado? Do you think if you knew being El Dorado it helped?
Sure. I would have married Fizz and gone around the universe.
Okay, question 5. Listen to this music. What's that show?
Money Program.
How did I have all the engines speak?
He blew it out of his pipes, is what he did.
Well, let's get tough now then. Which words and phrases best sum up daytime presenter Mo Dutton?
Ease, affability, steady as she goes, that kind of British
That's the fella.
kind of
You
guy.
got it. You know your stuff. Now I'm going to open the... In wacky races, match the following drivers with their cars. The Red Max was...
Crimson Hayballer.
That's Professor Pat Bending.
Converticar.
Okay, the Slade Brothers Rock and Gravel drove the...
Boulder Mobile.
Well, that was American show. Let's come back. Do you think wrestling's fixed?
Yes, of course it is.
You think it's fixed? How about those soap powder commercials I do? What do you think about those?
Well, they're as real as Niagara Falls.
You think they're real good for you. Okay, in our office, by the way, our researcher Danny Dignan is a Trekkie. He just wants you to acknowledge his existence.
Hey, Dan, how you doing?
In 14, on the opening titles of the epic BBC series I, Claudius, the art department went nuts and spelled the title all wrong. What did it actually say?
No, don't know.
No.
I Clavs Daves.
I claved... Yeah. Okay, question 15. In the 60s, on Thursdays, what was watched with Mother?
Ragtag and Bobtail.
Question 17. Susan Stranks once had a... And there's the buzzer. William Shatner, you got a weighty 15 there. I think a round of applause.
15, I got them all
15,
right.
you got
What are you
15.
talking about?
You got them all right so far. Now listen here. We've already mentioned your film coming up, and I know you've got the books too out on the market there.
The Tech War books are out there.
Do you want to blow all that by going for the grand prize question? Grand prize question. Now let me tell you, it'll be a one-off question.
Yes.
And you'll get all that. All the mentions will remain in the piece.
Yes.
Plus,
Yes.
we will see to it that there is a worldwide destruction of every copy of the rather bizarre version you made of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Do you want to go for that question?
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. is a artistic piece of music that is yet unrecognized.
Sure.
To destroy that is to destroy the Mona Lisa.
So do you want to go for it?
Yes.
Yeah. At Ellen Road earlier this season, Tottenham played Leeds in a 1-1 draw. Who scored for Tottenham? It was Teddy Sheringham! It was Teddy Sheringham.
Is this too late to say you shit?
No, Teddy, everybody gets that wrong. I don't know what it is. So the recording remains in existence. It remains very much alive.
Picture yourself in a boat on a river, tangerine trees and marmalade sky.
But you still have £35, which you're going to take back with you to Hollywood. Thank you very much. You enjoy yourself here today?
Not really.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. William Shatner.
What was that guy's name again?
In our office, that was Danny Dignan. He just wanted you to say hello, you know. Yeah.
They all do.
Keep that crazy Klingon cacophony ablaze as we welcome aboard Nichelle Nichols!
Thank you.
If you were just there, you look great.
Thank you so
I didn't
much.
see you before the show. Normally I do see people. Knocked our socks off.
Yes,
William Bill Shatner there. It was a very...
He's brilliant, our Captain Kirk, isn't he?
He is brilliant, our Captain. And the film crews that were around that hotel.
Bill
that week.
Shatner's not that brilliant, but Captain Kirk.
Yeah, there is that. No, see, let me just say, you famously don't get on. Is that right?
I get along great with him.
Yeah, go on.
No, this is the truth. And we had a wonderful time on Star Trek. We were one big, happy family. The first year was perfect. And then after that, as I say, Bill began to distance himself from the rest of us, and so we let him.
See, I'm not being cheap here, but over in the UK, we actually don't know this. And we're not looking for dishing dirty. But
Sure.
what are the plain facts? You say distancing. You say, what does that mean?
I think he became more self-involved in his own career and more insecure, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the warm, wonderful guy that he was that first year.
Did he
that
actually-
I loved. And he has so much charm that I continued to love him for 20-some years, but I decided to tell the truth because he could be a dork, Bill.
There it is. That's the style.
And I still love him.
Better at your own. Nichelle Nichols! Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. You're wonderful.
Well, those of you who were at the gig in Watford last night know that teams of men are currently labouring to put the roof back on, because that's what this band did to the theatre. If you don't dig this, we'll send the cows round. With the new single, New Generation, itself a Star Trek reference. It's a language I can't speak very well. Wig out, it's Suede again!
Screaming my name through the astral planes.
here, are you? Good. You know, no finger on the pulse, Lenny Bruce-style topical show like ours can possibly be over this week until we've made at least one full-blooded reference to the story of the week, Di's new hairstyle. So I'm glad you stayed with us, because here now, at this late hour, is this programme's own contribution to that fascinating news item.